Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is kind of a big day for me. I'm testing for a new belt in my second karate style, which is called Jein Ryu. The official style that was taught to my sensei by Sensei Howard High, and then Sensei Yamasaki is based upon Robokai, which is a karate organization. They have two organizations, one in America, where Sensei Howard High, I believe, is president. And unfortunately, the passing of Yamasaki, Sensei Yamasaki of last year, someone else is the president. But really, officially, my sensei is not officially a part of the Robokai, but I'm not in the tier or understanding why. I'm not my pay grade to know. But anyway, I represent the style, and I am a second healing it actually. But anyway, I'm testing today. I'm also testing with my daughter, which is the first for her. She had never tested for this. She does this with me on Mondays for 2 hours. Before, she was doing that 2 hours of doing gymnastics. But now, this will be her first belt promotion. I always get nervous, always get intense, always lose a little sleep when I'm about to do something, showcase what I learned. Like most people, I don't have enough time for everything. I do a lot of training. I do many styles, and some people say I'm doing too many. I respect that, but it's my money. It's, that's what I want to do. So I'm doing it. I want to kind of be the best martial artist I can be in my training. I take what I do very seriously, and I take it very seriously, almost like a gang almost. And I'm not saying I'm a gang or anything, but you understand the mindset of gangs and patches and representing your clique, what gang you're from. You understand that it's a deep passion. Right or wrong, it's a deep passion of what they do. So I have a deep passion in what I do. So anyway, I'm going to test. It's usually a 3-hour test because there's a lot of people, a lot of kids. It'll be about 25, 30 kids. So it's a 3-hour test, and my test consists of keyhones, kata, 2 kata. The kata I would work on would be Basandai. In my Shotokan karate, I do, right now it's MP. MP is my kata. Later on this year, I would test for that belt. And actually, I'll be performing in Shotokan in kata in a tournament in kata and kumite. And kumite is basically the word for sparring or fighting. It's actually not sparring, it's fighting. But we have protective headgears and stuff like that. So this particular place is not going, it's not full contact. There is karate that's very full contact. And you can get knocked out pretty bad in those competitions. How do I feel when I do competitions? I feel a sense of if I'm good enough, because I self-judge. I try to instill in my daughter a belief system of she can do this, she can master this. So I try to have the same mindset. I'll be very nervous, but I'm not going to show it because I'm a higher belt than most of the people in the room, with the exception of another person. He's higher than me, but his training goes back for 20 years, so even more than my training. I take this very seriously. I take this very, very seriously. But I'm going in mindset to dominate. I have to get in this mode where I have to become this character, just like this wrestling persona, and you kind of have to believe it. So it's a switch. Right now, I'm in work mode, going to work, hiding my real feelings, being nice and polite. But when I go in this belt testing, I have to think like, I gotta knock this person's head off, and I got to do this as hard as I can, because my sensei, which is Sensei John Hyman, who's world-renowned and a well-known karate kumite fighter in the state of Texas. He doesn't play. He takes it. He'll push you very hard. But I like that. I like to be pushed. I like that. I need that push. So it's gonna be a tough test. It'll be what's called Kihon, Kata, and then Kumite. So I'll fight 3 people. I'll fight 3 people. 1, 2, 3, where the sensei will be the last person, and then I'll fight everybody at the same time. And it's to see the push it's supposed to simulate a real street fight, and simulate a real street fight, and you know how to fight, and that's just the way it is. That just given to you. I feel confident I'll get a new belt or whatever that is. But it's definitely not given to you, and you definitely gonna earn it. And I used to be very hardcore on getting belts and I was very that was like my thing for a good 5-6 years straight, just trying to get belt promotions. But now I'm focused on being good to fight, being good to to represent my styles that I do. You may ask, what all do I do? I do a lot. I do Jein Ryu Karate, which is more Okinawan. Then I do Shotokan Karate, which is Japanese. I do no-gi jiu-jitsu, focusing on MMA with a combination of American Kempo jiu-jitsu, which is Kempo, Chinese Kempo with jiu-jitsu elements. There's two versions. It's Kempo, there's Kempo with jiu-jitsu. So you have to do the same Kempo set, but take them down to the ground. So it's a combination of those things. Then now I'm back doing gi jiu-jitsu. I do that on Wednesday. So far so good. I'm not sucking. So there I started back at white belt. I put myself back at white belt because I've been out for a year and some change in the gi jiu-jitsu. Gi jiu-jitsu and no-gi are two separate worlds. It's not the same. It's very different. Then finally, the main style I feel the closest to is Shotokan. And I've been doing that for 10 years, and I'm a second Q there. But even then, for my brown belt in my second Q, it took me 3 years to get. COVID has a lot to do with that, but it took me 3 years to get to brown belt. And then to get to what is 2 stripes, I tested for 4 months. So it's a lot of work. Martial arts is a lot of work. I mean, and a lot of people outside don't understand it. They're like, what? You're doing it for a belt. And for the parents, for a lot of parents, they have their kids in it. And unfortunately, they have the mindset of kids getting a belt just because of being a belt and not knowing how to fight. And I have ran across parents like they don't want their kids to get hit. So you don't want your kids to get hit in karate. That's pretty hard. They gotta get hit. You gotta know that the stuff gonna work. You gotta know what a punch feels like. You gotta know how it feels to go to the ground. You need to know how to defend yourself from your back to get up, or to bring them down and have submission and control that person. And that's unfortunate for a lot of people. They let their kids do that. My child is going to be a child that's going to be dangerous. That's just the way it is. I'm trying to get her young, so as she get older, she can just take this career and take it and make it her own. That's what I want. I want her to be able to defend herself, either in fighting or in firearms. Or if she don't even do firearms, maybe less lethal. But anyway it goes, she won't be scared. So anyway, I did a long video about a lot of what I do and try and display the history and the passion and what it takes to test. And nobody give you a belt. It's earned. So that's all I have. Have a good one.